First step is grab your primer and concealer to prep your eyes. This is the palette we're using today. Okay, I'm dipping into Apple with a Q-tip, and I'm going to just start framing the hat. So what I'm doing is going above the crease, almost on the eye socket bone, and winging it up towards my eyebrow. Okay, this is very pigmented, and I found there was a lot of fallout, but you just keep working on the layering it and building up that frame of the hat. Okay, now we're going to go using the white and apply it on the lid of your eye. And again, I did this in layers and still using the Q-tip just because I felt it was easier, and it is going to blend a little bit, but you really kind of want to have that separation. This is optional. You can add a little bit of shimmer to the hat. You kind of just stamp it on and then you start bringing it down to kind of complete the hat look. Once you're happy with the shape, just kind of buff it out. You can use your a brush or your fingers. Okay, now going in with bleach by Wet n Wild to add a little bit of shimmer and sparkle on my bottom lid. And again, it's a creamy base. I just use my finger. If you're going to use your finger, just make sure it's clean. I had to go wash my hands because, again, I was blending the red. So again, you want that white on the bottom of your eyelid. You may have to dip back into that red eyeshadow and reapply just to make sure it's pigmented. I was trying to keep the look symmetrical, but I did have to use some makeup remover just to make it a little bit sharper. And then I started playing with the other eye. So just keep working with it. Now we're going to create the pom-pom for the hat. Dip into the white using your Q-tip and just dab. Be generous with the amount. Again, it really stands out. And what I did, just stamp a little bit, buff it out, and you're done. Using the same white, now I'm applying at the top of my eye just to kind of create some contrast in the corner. Again, you can kind of play with what you want to do. I just wanted to outline it so that the red would pop. You could also outline the hat with a black eyeliner, but I chose not to do that. I just wanted to keep it simple. Then I just used a brush just to sweep out any excess of the white eyeshadow. You may have to redo your eyebrows if you get it in there, but I just start blending. This look requires layers, so I found myself going back and reapplying makeup and more shimmer just to kind of deepen the look. To frame my eyes, I used black eyeliner. Now, unfortunately, my liquid eyeliner died on me when I was doing this, so I used a cream base eyeliner by Clinique. But if you have liquid base, I highly recommend it because, again, there's a lot of layers on it, and it would go over a lot easier and smoother. So I did this, I had to really play with this. I did a little bit of a wing look. I did an upper wing and a lower wing. Apply a black eyeshadow over the eye just to enhance the black. Now using the white, I swooped it underneath my eye just to soften the black. This is optional. I just like to soften it. Now I'm going to do some tight lining. Again, this is optional. And then I use white on the bottom of to tight line on the bottom. Using the white, I retouched just to put a little bit of shimmer in the corner of my eye. And again, outlining it. You can, again, play with this. You can put some sparkles, or if you want to skip that, that's fine. You can just buff it out. Add your mascara, and that's the completed look. Okay, so now I'm just going to buff out any excess eyeshadow and just kind of blend it out. And this step you might have to play with. Just see what you want to do, how much white you want to apply. And again, throughout the whole process, I kept reapplying the red and going back to the other eye just to make sure, again, that they were as similar as possible. I also kept applying layers upon layers of the sparkle and going back into the white, just so that look will pop. I grabbed my eyeliner. Unfortunately, my liquid eyeliner dried out, so I had to use this one. It's by Clinique. It's more of a cream base, so it was applied easily on the bottom, but the top one I had a little bit difficulty because a liquid one would definitely be easier. But I still made it work. I had to do a few layers. It was a little bit cakey. So if you're using this process, try to do a liquid eyeliner. Eventually what I had to do was go to a black eyeshadow and apply it. I did a little bit of a lift, not too much of a big wing, but I wanted to kind of have a little bit of an effect of a little bit of a lift. And I did it at the bottom, the top, and then on the bottom, I did a little bit of a lower wing. You'll see here in a moment. Okay, so now I'm working on the bottom eyelash. I'm winging it downwards. I heard Marilyn Monroe used to do this, so I thought I would try this technique. I kind of went back up to the top wing and just, again, you kind of layer it and play with the makeup that you have. Okay, so now I used a black eyeshadow just to go over the eye to frame it a little bit better. Then I grabbed the white just to soften the under part of your eye and just to blend in with the black. Okay, so using the black eyeliner, I tightlined the top part. Didn't really want to show it. And then I used the white one to do the bottom tight lining. Again, it's up to your preference. I just really wanted to make my eye pop a little bit. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Okay, so then I just dipped into the white again and did the corner. And again, you can play around with it. I just want to give a little bit of a shimmer there, and you can put sparkle, whatever you prefer. Grab your mascara or eyelashes and you're done. You can put on your Christmas outfit and head to that party.